I'm Dr. Leslie Tay, and today we're gonna make kushiyaki. Oh, look at that. Alright, so we start by skewering the meat. We have to prepare all the skewers first. I got me some really nice Wagyu beef. You slice it like this. Okay, so now we want to skewer it like this. So I've already sliced the meat this way, and then I skewer in that way. And now all I need to do is you get 2 skewers. Right, you're not gonna get it so big when you're at a restaurant, but when you're at home, that's where you can enjoy. Okay, next we're gonna do some pork skewers. This is a pork belly. It's been cut about this thick already. Okay, I like to use pork belly because it's got layers of meat and fat. So, you know, when you're eating satay, they usually put one piece of meat, one piece of fat. But with pork belly, you don't have to do that because it comes naturally. So let's just remove the skin. You need a bit of fat when you're grilling because, you know, the fat will make it juicy. You want to see the sizzling. So with the pork, it's about the same method, except that we want to put a piece of green onion in between. The skewers have been soaked in water for about an hour or 2. Make sure you soak it until the skewers sink to the bottom so that it's full of water. When you grill, then you won't get burned. So we start with a piece of pork. Make sure when you skewer, you don't put your finger in front of the skewer. Followed by green onion. Followed by another piece of pork. Followed by another piece of green onion. And a piece of pork. Okay, so you got some nice pork belly skewers. And that green onion is going to give it very nice flavor. Next, we also have some chicken wings. The Japanese, when they do kushiyaki with chicken wings, they have a very special technique where they open the wings up so they can grill more evenly. So I'll show you how it's done. Okay, so you want to identify one of these bones. You cut down to one of the bone, right, like that. And then you angle your knife towards the other bone. No wonder the yakitori restaurant is so expensive. So much work. Okay, so you open up the wings like this. Alright, now we're gonna skewer the chicken wings. So when you skewer, what you want to do is to put the skewer underneath the 2 bones, in between the bones and the skin on the side. Okay, so we start on this end. You go underneath the skin, under the skin, and under the bones, in between the skin and the bones, all the way to the other side. Look, it takes a Japanese chef at least 1 year of skewering before he gets it. So don't knock yourself on a skewer is not showing. Give yourself a pat on the back. Alright, and for 4th skewer, I'm going to show you something probably you can't find in the Japanese yakitori or kushiyaki place. It's something that I came out with, which is a dessert skewer made of paneer cheese and a very special something. Later I'll show you. Now, you can't use just any cheese for grilling, right? Because as you know, once you expose cheese to heat, most of it will melt. So you want to choose a cheese that doesn't melt. And the one that is quite commonly available is the Indian cheese, paneer, which they make palak paneer. As you can see, when they make the palak paneer, it never actually melts, right? It always holds its shape, even though it's stewed in a curry. So this is paneer cheese, which is easily available. It's got a nice creamy texture and quite mild, but it's very nice for grilling. So just cut the paneer into almost the same sort of width. So we do the same thing, just skewer the cheese. So skewer. Can be a little bit friable, so just be a little bit careful when you're skewering and don't cut it too thin. There you go. Cheese skewers. Now is the part that we've all been waiting for. Of course, you can use a barbecue grill, you can use a charcoal, it's even better, but I just got this small little tabletop grill. So basically, it's just some vegetable oil on a piece of paper. You need to wait until the grill is hot before you start oiling, right? So what happens is the metal has expanded and all the pores have opened up. When you put the oil on, it will become non-stick. Alright, so now it's time to grill and we're going to start with the Wagyu. You don't want to overcook the Wagyu, so you want a really hot, searing heat. When you put it on, it should start smoking. Wagyu is very fat, so So the fat is going to melt and you're going to produce a bit of flame. That's all right. Just leave it for about 1 minute and then you're going to turn it on to the other side. Oh, look at that. So for the basting sauce, I'm using this very special yakiniku sauce made by a small maker in Japan. They used to have a restaurant selling yakitori, and then they branched into making their own sauces. So these are made with ingredients from Japan, and they're made in small batches. So this is a very unique sauce. We're just gonna give it just a little bit of sauce, just to give it a bit of sweetness and a bit of umami. It goes back on the grill. Just a bit of sauce. You can smell that once the sauce hits the grill. You can smell all that nice flavor coming out. Okay? Now you don't want to overcook the Wagyu. Just basically char and caramelize the sugar on that sauce. Hey, Wagyu. Once the grill is hot, you can just put your skewers on. So probably take about a minute or two on each side. And just put a bit of oil on top, so it doesn't stick when you turn it around. Okay, things ready to turn. Once it's grilled on both sides, it's time to baste. Okay, at the restaurants, of course, they have a big pot of basting sauce, and we just dip the whole thing in. But when you're doing it at home, this is how you do. So basically, you want to cook the meat. It's almost done already. Then you start basting, because the basting sauce has got sugar. And once the sugar gets onto the meat, it's going to start burning. We're going to put it back onto the grill, and we're just going to char it. Now it's time for the chicken. You start with the skin side down, and basically you want to cook most of it on the skin side because you want to crisp up that skin. Oh, okay, this is good. So once it's nearly cooked, right, about maybe 70%, we're going to start basting it. Right, for the chicken, we are using a different sauce. This is the teriyaki sauce. Teriyaki sauce goes very well with chicken. So aside from chicken wings, you can use chicken thigh, you can use chicken breast, whatever you want. For chicken, you want to baste it a few times. Okay, the more time you baste it, the better. All done. So to grill the paneer cheese, just apply a layer of oil on top. Alright, just make sure that it doesn't stick. And your heat doesn't have to be too high. Okay, so when you get a little bit of a char like that, you can turn. Alright, it's just basically to warm the cheese up. Give it a bit of smokiness. You know, just like that, enough already, right? See? So nice. Paneer skewers. Okay, and we're going to serve this paneer cheese with this azuki milk jam. For those of you who have gone to Hokkaido before, you might have visited the actual place that sells this, North Farm Stock. Milk jam is like gaya, but using Hokkaido milk, right? And this one has got azuki beans. It's a nice sweetness to the paneer. So, I know, you think, hey, it's so weird, right? Eating cheese with red bean. But actually, it works very well. So, don't knock it till you try it. So I'm using all these artisan products today, made by small boutique bakers. Aside from the azuki beans, they got the plain milk jam, or you can have things like espresso milk jam. All available at Isetan. So just a shout out for this sauce maker, boutique sauce maker. They make all these sauces that you saw today. Also, they make some gomadare and sukiyaki sauce. So there you go. Quite a bit of work, but I think it's all worth it. So now it's time to sit down and enjoy my kushiyaki. The best thing to go with barbecue food, a little bit of sake. This is a very interesting sake. It's brewed in a clear tank. That's why it's called clear brew. Kanpai, enjoy.